Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make this little mouse wearing a pumpkin costume for Halloween. I am going to make him exactly like this today, and you can make him in any color that you would like to use. Even a little gray mouse would be cute. To let you know, for the body color, the main body color, you're going to need about 100 bands. So I'll be using about 100 white bands today and about 65 orange bands. So his belly sticks out. And if you've done my Simpsons character, you will be familiar with the whole belly technique. For the eyes and the nose, you'll just need a couple of bands, as you can see. I'm going to use one loom, and our loom is going to be in its original position with the arrows facing down. I'm going to show you how to do the body parts and then show you how to attach. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make his arms. I did one. I'm going to show you how to do one, and then you're going to pause the video to make another. The first thing we're going to do is choose the body color that you'd like to use. I'm going to use the white and double bands, and I'm just going to go down the loom 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking a single band, we're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Grabbing your hook, we're going to reach in, going to pull that cap band out of the way, and grab the bottom 2 bands and loop forward. And reach in at the top and remove off the loom. You can just remove this off your hook and place to the side. Now we're going to do the tail. To do the tail, we're going to need 8 of our body colors and 2 of the orange. We're going to do this with the hook, and we're just going to take a single body color band, and we're going to wrap this around our hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops. Grabbing a single band, we're going to stretch it and double it, attach to the hook, support with your finger, and slide the band on, and grabbing both ends. We're going to do this again just by a single band and stretch, attach to your hook, support and slide the band on, and grabbing both ends. So now we have 2 loops. We need a total of 7. Single, doubled, single, double, and one more time. So if you stretch it, you'll see 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the end band was your cap band. Now taking double orange bands, attach to your hook, support with your finger, and slide the tail on, and grab both ends of the orange bands. And you can remove this off your hook and put to the side. Now we're going to do his head, and for the head you're going to need your eye color, and if you'd like to use a pink in the center of the ears, and that's what I'll be doing. So we're just going to be doing this area minus this piece. We're going to start with double white bands, or your body color, and I'm going to go from the left up to the center, double bands, center, down to the right, and go down twice on the right. 1 and 2, and now on the left, same thing, go down twice. 1, 2, and we're going to close this off. So I'm going to go from the left down to the center, center, up to the right. I'm going to fill in the middle now, so it's going down 3 spots using our body color, double bands, 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to take a single band and I'm going to add a holding band just on the second pegs going down in a triangle. Now I'm going to do the eyes. So pick a color of band that you'd like to use the eyes. I'm going to use a brown. I'm going to take a single brown and wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 loops. I'm going to take another band for the other eye, go around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now taking the body color, a single band, attach to your hook, support with your finger, and pinch the bands on and slide them on. And I'm going to attach this at the second pegs going down on the left to the right, taking my hook and separating the eyes to either side of the loom. Now I'm going to show you how to do the ears, and I'm going to use the bottom portion of my loom. I'm going to do 2 with you. So take a single band, the body color, and you're just going to go from the left up to the center. Taking another single from the center down to the right. Now I'm going to take a single pink, and that's what I'm going to be using in the center of the ear, and I'm just going to go down in the middle. I'm going to push this down a bit. Now take double bands of your body color, and I'm going to go from the center up to the right, give it a push down in the middle, and double bands from the left down to the center. Now taking a single band of the body color, you're going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We are going to loop this up now and then attach to the top peg on the left. You want to reach in at the bottom, moving that cap band out of the way, and grab your top 2 bands, and they're going up to the left. When you get to the left, I want you to reach in and grab that single band and bring it up to the center. Reach back in at the bottom, in the middle, grab those 2 white bands, the top 2, and bring it up to the right. On the right, reach in and grab that single band and bring it up to the middle. Reach back in the middle and grab that single band and bring it up to the center. We're ready to remove this off the loom. So what I want you to do is remove the bands that are on the sides. So I'm going to do the right side first and remove the bands on the left. Just so when you take it off the loom, they're not going to be pulled anymore. You're going to reach in at the middle with your hook and remove off the loom. And you're just going to give this a little bit of a stretch to slide this on, making sure that all your loops are around the peg. We're going to do another ear. So with a single body color band, you're going to go from the left up to the center and center down to the right with a single band. Now I'm going to use pink for the center, so I'm going to go down once in the middle. Grabbing double bands, I'm going to go from the center up to the right, double bands, from the left down to the center. I'm going to push my bands down in the middle. Grabbing a single body color band, you're going to cap the end 3 times in the middle. 1, 2, and 3. we're ready to loop up. So reach in at the bottom, move that cap band out of the way, and grab your top 2 bands, which are going up to the left. Reach in on the left and grab that single band and bring it up to the center. Reach back in the middle, grabbing your next 2 bands and bring it up to the right. Reach in on the right and grab that single band and bring it up to the middle. Reach in the bottom at the middle, grabbing that single band and just go straight up. We're ready to remove off the loom, so I'm just going to remove the bands that are on the right, and I'm going to remove the bands on the left. Reach in at the top and remove the ear off the loom. We're going to slide this on the top peg on the right. Make sure that all your loops are around the peg. Now we're going to do the bottom part of his body, and I'm going to start off with 3 bands for his neck color, just using the white, and I'm going to go down once in the center. Push down. Now switching to the orange color for the pumpkin part, I'm going to go from the left up to the center, and then center down to the right for his shoulders. Now going down 3 times using double orange bands. I'm going to go down on the right, 1, 2, and 3. Repeat on the left, go down 3 times. 1, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to close this off. So I'm going to go from the left down to the center, and then center up to the right. We want to fill in the middle, but we're just going to go down 3 spots and then add our tail. So double bands, 1, 2, and 3. Now the last spot, this is where you want to add the tail. Now you'll see, if you're looking at your tail, it's curling. That curl part we want to put opposite on our hook. So if I turn it this way, his tail is going to be facing the bottom. I want his tail to be facing the top. So how you put this on is going to make a difference. And really it's your preference how you like it. But I'm going to put my hook through the top and have my tail facing the tip of my hook. And this is how I'm going to add it on. So one end of the orange bands are going to be here and the other 2 right at the end. Now we're going to add the arms. So it doesn't matter how you put this on your hook, you just want to put through the top bands, and then I'm going to slide this on the left side at the shoulder area, and then the next arm I'm going to put on my hook, and I'm going to slide this on the right side. So this is what you should have so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take double bands of the body color, and we're going to go down once on the right and once on the left. Push your bands down. Now we're going to place holding bands in the middle. So I'm going to use a single band of the orange color and making a triangle right below the arms. Another single in a triangle right below, and one more triangle. Now taking a single band of the orange color, we're going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do the legs. I'm going to do the right one first, and we're going to make a little foot. So we're going to continue with the body color, double bands, and go down to the end of the loom. Now for the foot, what we're going to do is take double bands and we're going to go down once in the middle at the end. Now we're going to close this off. So we're going to take a single band and we're going to double it. And we're going to place this from the center down to the right. Taking a single band of the body color, we're going to cap the end 3 times on the right. 1, 2, and 3. Now we need a holding band. So we can't just use one single one. We're going to have to double it to make it a little bit tight. So I'm going to go from the center up to the second peg from the bottom on the right. Now we're ready to loop up. I'm just going to loop up the leg area and we're going to stop at the orange. So reach in at the bottom on the right and grab that single band that we doubled and bring it up to the middle. Reach in the middle and grab your bottom 2 bands and bring them up to the center. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to remove these bands in the middle and I'm going to place them on the second last peg on the right. So just remove and slide on. Sorry, I have to hold the loom. And push your bands down. Now reach in at the bottom on the right, grabbing your bottom 2 and loop forward. And stop when you reach the orange. Now what I'm going to do is remove the leg off the bottom part of this loom. So what I want to do is I'm just going to remove and leave the leg attached because we're going to end up using the bottom part of the loom to create the belly. We're going to repeat the same thing on the left side. So taking double bands of the body color, place them on the left and go down to the bottom. Taking double bands, you're going to go down once in the center, in the middle, at the bottom. We're going to take a single band, close it off, but we're going to double it. So from the left up to the center, push your bands down on the left, grabbing a single band, you want to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We need a holding band, so I'm going to take a single, double it, and place it at the second last peg on the left, down to the bottom, in the middle. We're ready to loop up. So I'm going to reach in the bottom on the left side, moving the cap band out of the way, and grab that single that we doubled and bring it up to the middle. Reach in for the double bands, the bottom in the middle, and go up once. You're going to remove the middle bands off the loom and bring them to the second peg on the left from the bottom, making sure that all your loops are around the peg. Now reach in the bottom on the left. I lost my cap band, it's okay. And continue going up the loom, just doing the leg. Stop when you reach the orange. And I'm just going to remove the leg off the bottom part of the loom and keep it on still. Now what we're going to do is take your hook, we're going to reach in at the bottom, in the middle, and we're going to loop up 3 sections of the orange. So reach in at the bottom, move the cap band out of the way, and grab your top 2 bands. You might want to hold your cap band down so it doesn't come off. And go up 1, 2, and 3 and stop. I'm going to push my bands down so it's going to be easier for us to lay the belly. Now I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom, and I'm going to use double bands, and I'm going to start at the peg below the foot and go down 3 times on the right. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to repeat on the left. Double bands of the orange color and go down at the peg below the foot. Go down 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Closing this off, double bands, we're going to go from the left down to the center and then center up to the right. Now we need to go down 4 spots in the center, so that means we don't have enough room. So I am just going to borrow this peg. I'm going to push my bands down and just go right on top. So we're just borrowing this peg here. So you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pushing the bands down in the middle. I've overlapped. Now we're going to put holding bands. So I'm going to take a single orange band and I'm just going to make a triangle right below where we started. We need to go down 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So this is what you should have. I'm going to take a single band and I'm going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make the eyes. So I'm going to use black color. I'm going to grab my hook and I'm going to take a single band and wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing another band for the other eye, go around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing a single orange color band, attach, support, pinch the eye, and slide them on. And you're going to attach, if you counted from the bottom, it would be 1, 2, 3, and your 4th peg on the left and the right. We're going to make the nose and attach it to the pegs below. So I'm going to use a black color, single band, and wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing a single orange band, attach, support, and pinch inside the band on, and we're just attaching at the pegs right below the eyes. Push the bands down. Now I'm ready to loop, and I'm just going to loop the center to the right, to the left, and then we're going to attach the mouth. So reaching at the bottom, moving that cap band out of the way, you want to grab the top 2 bands and they're going up to the middle. Reach back in the center, grab the next 2 bands and they're going up to the right. My bands are twisted, so I just like to fix. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2, and they're going up to the left. I'm just going to push my bands down and attach the mouth. To do the mouth, what I did was take a single band, double it, and I'm going to attach on the left to the right, but I'm just going to do a figure 8. Now, I just want to show you this one I liked better. This is where I doubled it and did a figure 8. This one is just a single band that I did not double it. So it's whatever you'd like to do. Now I'm ready to loop up, and I'm going to start on the right. I'm going to reach in, moving these bands out of the way, and grab my bottom 2 bands, slide around my peg, and then go up. Reach in, moving that holding band and eye band out of the way, and grab my bottom two. Move the bands out of the way. And now I'm going to do the center. So we've done one section. Go on top of the nose. You can move the eyes out of the way, just use your hook, bring them to the sides, and continue to loop up. And stop. On the left, reach in, moving all these bands out of the way, and slide around your peg, and then go up, and continue. Move these bands out of the way. Now I need to remove this belly part off the loom, and I'm going to show you how to attach. I'm going to reach in and remove the right bands first, then the center, and then the left. So remove the middle bands, and then the left. And then you can just remove off the loom. You might need two hands. And I'm just going to fix my loops straight. You should have 12 loops around your hook. I'm going to show you how to attach. The first 4 loops are going to go at the peg below the arms. So that would be counting from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th peg going down on your left. The next 4 bands are going to go on your 6th peg going down in the center, and then the last 4 pegs, loops, they're going to go around the 6th peg going down on the right. So all you have to do is just pinch the bands, slide them around, remove your hook carefully, and make sure you push your bands down. Pinch the next 4, go around the middle, remove your hook carefully, push your bands down, and then the last 4. Push your bands down. Now you're going to grab the cap band. So you should see at the end you'll have 3 loops. Put your hook through and bring it down to the end in the middle. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the belly. And to do this is quite simple. You'll notice that you'll have 3 spare teardrops that are not being used. We're going to take a bottom single from each teardrop and loop it around the last 2 pegs. We're going to take two of the teardrops, bottom single, and we're going to wrap it around the 7th peg going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what I mean about a bottom single is on a teardrop, you'll have the top bands and you'll have the bottom bands. From the belly, you're just going to grab a single from the bottom, any one, and bring it around your 7th peg going down. The next teardrop where your mouth is attached in the middle, you're going to take a band from the bottom of the belly and bring it around the 7th peg. The last teardrop, you have the top section and the bottom section. You're just going to grab a bottom band and bring it around your 8th peg going down. Now, on the left side, again you have 3 teardrops. You're going to grab a bottom band from the first teardrop, bring it around your 7th peg. The next teardrop, you're going to grab a bottom band, any one, bring it around your 7th peg, and then you have your last teardrop, and you're going to grab a bottom band and bring it around your 8th peg going down. Now, we need a single orange band, and I'm going to go from the left up to the middle. So right the peg below your arms, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th peg going down on the left, we are going to bring that from the left up to the middle. A another single. We're going to go from the middle down to the right. Now I'm going to loop up the middle band, so the orange color. I'm going to reach in at the bottom in the middle, and I'm going to grab the two bands that are going to go up to the right. So reach in, find those two bands, bring them up. You don't want to pull so your bands break. Just go around your peg from the left up to the right, and you can kind of just use your fingers or just loosen up the bands and reach back in, grabbing the next two bands that are going up to the left. Go around your peg and go up. Now I'm going to go on the right side, and I'm going to stop at the sixth peg and then loop the bands to the center. So I'm going to go in, move all these bands out of the way, give it a little stretch around, loosen up the tension, and grab your bottom two bands. Go around your peg from the left to the right and go up. 1, move these bands out of the way, go around your peg from the left to the right, and stop. Reach in and find this band, so the top single band, and bring it up to the center. You might have to push your bands down. Now on the left, we're going to do the same thing. So you can move these bands around and loosen up the tension and grab the bottom two. Go around your peg and up. Reach in, moving all these bands out of the way, and grab your bottom two. Go around your peg and then up. Now grab that top single band and bring it up to the center. Reach in. Now I'm going to do the left, and I'm going to go all the way to the neck. So reach in, grabbing your bottom two bands, go around your peg and up. Move the arm out of the way, grab your two bands, the shoulder bands, and now on the right. Reach in, go around your peg and up. Move your arm out of the way, grab your two bands, the shoulder bands, and now you're going to reach in the middle, and you have one more section to loop up. So move these bands out of the way, go around your peg, and then up. You're going to loop the neck bands now, so the three bands, go around your peg, and then up. We're going to loop up one section in the middle for the face, so grab your top two bands and go up. And you're going to stop there because we're going to make his nose now. I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom, and we just need a small section. To do this, what we're going to do is double bands of the body color. We're going to go down the loom once in the center, double bands. We're going to go from the center up to the right, and then center up to the left. You might want to push your bands down. Now to do the tip of the nose, I'm going to use pink, a single band, and I'm going to wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now grabbing a single pink band, I'm going to double it, attach to my hook, support, and slide the band on, grabbing both ends. And I'm going to put this at the bottom in the middle, so it's acting like a cap band. Slide it on, and then reach in, grabbing the top 2 bands, and we're just going to loop. So these should be going up to the left. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2 bands, and they're going up to the right. I grabbed too many bands. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2, and they're going up to the middle. We're going to remove this off the loom. I'm going to do the right side, then the middle, and then the left. Remove, remove, and remove. And I'm just going to fix the loops. You should have 12 around your hook. The first 4 bands we are going to attach at the 3rd peg going down on the left. The next 4 bands, which I didn't fix, the next 4 are going to go around the 3rd peg going down in the middle, and then the last 4 are going to go around the 3rd peg going down on the right. Because this is such a short piece, it's going to be a little bit hard, a little bit tricky. But if you take your time, you'll do just fine. Stretch and bring it around and remove your hook carefully. Push the bands down. The next 4, going to slide around, 3rd peg going down in the middle, remove your hook carefully, push the bands down. And then the last 4 around the 3rd peg going down on the right. Now we're going to continue to loop the face, so I'm going to reach down at the 4th peg going down in the middle and grab my top 2 bands, which are going up to the right. Reach back in, grabbing the next 2, and they're going up to the left. I'm going to loop up on the left, so reach in, moving all these bands out of the way, grab your bottom 2, and go up. Move the holding band and the eye band, grabbing the bottom 2 bands, and loop up. Reach in, moving the ears out of the way, and grab the top 2 bands. We're going to do on the right now. Reach in, move these bands out of the way, and go forward. And the last 2, move the ear out of the way, grabbing the bottom 2 bands. My dog's scratching at his food bowl. Now we're going to continue to loop up the middle. So I'm just going to reach at the 3rd peg going down and grab the bottom 2 bands and go forward. Just going to move the eyes to the sides. Grabbing a single band of the body color, I'm just going to reach in and we're going to do a slip knot at the top. Ready to remove, so I'm just going to use my hook and this is what you should have. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide the slip knot now, and I'm just going to go through the back, through the middle of the head, and bring the slip knot through. I'm going to bring the eyes to the front, reach in just to fix the bands up. Going to take the nose area and just bring it through. For the ears, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cap band that we have at the tip and I'm just going to turn it and stretch out the ears. The other side. And just stretch out the ears. If you see that the bands are loose on one side, you can just go to the back, find the other end, and just make them even. The arms, I'm going to bring the legs down, the tail up, and pull out the belly. I'm going to find the eyes, I'm going to bring them to the sides. I'm going to go through the middle band and bring that nose through. Fix it up by turning it around the nose so it's nice and flat, and just squish it out. The tail, I'm just going to bring more to the top, so I'm just going to bring it up to the top, curl it around, and bring the legs together. Now I'm just going to make the top part of his hat. To do this piece, all we're going to do is take our hook, and we're going to do this by hand. We're going to take a single orange band, and we're going to wrap this around our hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops. Taking a single orange band, we're going to double it, attach to our hook, support and slide on, and grabbing both ends. Give it a push up. We're going to make another one. So a single band wrapped 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Single band, double it, attach, support, grabbing both ends, and push up. We're just going to do this one more time. Single band, doubled 4 times. Go around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing a single band, we're going to double it, attach, pinch, and slide on. So now you should have 3 of these pieces around your hook. You're going to grab double green bands, attach, support, and you're going to slide all these pieces on. And we're going to grab both ends and do a slip knot. So we're just going to slide one end on. So this is what you should have. Now I'm going to take a single band of the body color, and I'm going to attach that to this piece. I'm going to go through the middle bands of this middle orange, just going right through the middle with my hook, leaving it down so you can see, and reach in and grab the green bands. Okay, maybe I can't leave it down. So I'm just going to grab the green bands with my hook, so I'm right in between the middle piece. And I'm going to do a slip knot. I'm just going to grab this white band, the body color, and go through. I hope my hands aren't blocking. And grab both ends of this single body color band. And you can just let go. So this is what you should have. Now, you're going to take your head, you're going to take your hook, and you're just going to go through the center at the back, through the front middle bands. And you're going to grab one end of the white that's facing the bottom, so the green is facing the top of the head, and you're going to bring that band to the back. So just going to the back, and you can let go. And just I'm just going to pull it a little bit more. Now you're going to go through another spot through the head, back out the front, and grab that band, the top one, and bring it to the back. Now grabbing the other end and just doing a slip knot. And you can hide this band if you wish. And you can keep on playing around with that, and then you just have to fix this up. It's all done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. Please subscribe down below. I have a lot more designs to load, and I will see you next time with another. Bye for now.